Well, hello everybody. This is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I am here to bring you a live video of a fun fold. And I usually do my videos through StreamYard and stream it along with my Facebook lives, but I've been having trouble with that. As if you've watched a couple of my other lives, they are the sound's not good, and just different things like that, and it's just really been irritating. So I think what I'm going to do is just do each video separate. So I am here live today, and I hope to be live on Tuesday mornings on most weeks. Some weeks I do have things that come up that I can't do that, but I will be live in here, and I hope that you can jump on. And I do want to say that as far as Stampin' Up, we have tomorrow starting bonus days. Runs through the month of July. For every $5 you spend in US dollars, every $50 you spend in US dollars, you get $5 coupons sent to your email. Do not lose those emails if you do order, because Stampin' Up does not keep track of those for you. And when you go to redeem them in August, it will ask you for coupon codes, and that's where you can put that. And you can collect as many um, bonus day coupons as you can through the month of July. For every $50 you order, um, you will get one. So if your order is $200, you're going to get four. If you put in 3 or 4 orders for $50 a piece, you'll get the coupons, 100, 3 to 4 of those that way, or just one, just whatever way. I mean, as long as you spend $100, I mean $50. Geez, I can't even talk. But anyway, it's $50. For every $50, you get a $5 coupon. Um, and also, we have 2 new kits that'll be out tomorrow, along with we have the online exclusives. There's really a lot. You've got some Halloween in there, you've got some Christmas, and just a lot of new stuff, and it's really exciting. And so I hope you go check that out. And if you do need a demonstrator to order from, I would love to be that demonstrator. And all you have to look up is Rita Holmes on the Find the Demonstrator, or there should be a link in the description of my videos. So I hope so. I hope it's down there. If not, I'll have to correct that. So anyway, I'm going to bring you a fun fold card. So I'm going to turn my camera down so that you're going to be able to see that. And hopefully I'll be able to see what's going on. I'm going to redo my channel here and bring that up live so I can see what I'm doing. I hope I can. Let me see what it says if I can. Oh, it doesn't say. Maybe I can see it. I don't know. I've not done it this way, so yep, here it is. So I can see it. There we go. Now I've got it set up so that when I turn my phone, I'll be able to see what I'm doing along with you. So here we go. I'm just going to turn my phone for a minute. And there we are down. I'm going to pull this up just a little bit to give me some extra room to work. And here is my card. Here it is folded. And let me show that to you. It is it's a tri-fold accordion card. So you just open it like this, and that is your card. And if you see it from the side, you'll see the folds and how that works. Very, very easy card, and I'm going to do that with you. So let me get my pieces of cardstock and that ready. But before I go, here is my host code if you would like to order from me. It's ritaholmes.stampinup.net, and there is my host code for this month. So let's get our papers. It's not much that we have to use to work with. I got a 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of pebbled path, and we're going to have to score that. I didn't score that because I wanted to score it with you, okay? So let's get this out. We will have to use the arm. So I'm going to move the card just for a second so that we can work with it, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to score this at 2.5. So we're going to go 2.5. Well, here, let me move my cutting blade up. We don't want to cut it. We just want to score 2.5, 3 3/4, 6 3/4, and 8 1/4. So we moved that right along and had all of those. So there is our score lines. We can put this away. We do not need that anymore today. Now I will show you that we have two different sections here. And one of them is a little bit bigger than the other, which is this one. It's 2 3/4, and this one is 2.5. We want our 2 3/4 at the top. So how we are going to fold this is, there we go. How we're going to fold this is we're going to do a mountain fold here. That's a mountain, because we're climbing up the mountain, okay? So we're going to burnish as we go. Then we're going to do a valley, because here's the valley. So we do a mountain, a valley. We're going to do another mountain, and make sure that your cardstock is straight. If you got a little off on your scoring, you just want to make sure this is, and I don't think that was real straight. So I'm going to straighten that up real quick. And then, so we got mountain, valley, mountain, and then this last one will be a valley. There we go. We got it all straightened up. So let's just burnish everything really good. We have our larger piece at the top, and we have our smaller piece at the bottom, and that's what we want. Okay, lay this aside for a minute. We're going to bring in our other pieces, and we have two pieces that are 4 by 4. Okay, that's these. Then we have two DSP pieces, and I take two different designs, and these are 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. So we'll glue one onto one piece and one onto the other. And then once we get this stamped, we have a 2.5 by 4, and then 2 1/8 by 3 7/8. It's going to go on top, but I want to stamp that before I put it on. So let's go ahead and glue these two together. Let me see if this is going to work. It's almost out of glue, but I'd like to use every bit of it that I can. So let's see if I got it working. Yeah, it's working again. The glue wasn't all the way down, so I had to really work with it to get that down. So let's put this on here. We're just going to line it up. It's only like 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So glue that. We'll set that one aside, and we're going to glue this one. Now, I've used a scripted piece of DSP, so I want to make sure I got that script right side up when I glue that. Because I don't want it upside down on my card. That wouldn't look very good. People think, what in the heck is she doing, putting stuff upside down? So we have to take notice in the direction of our DSP sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on. And I chose for the one with all the pebbled path to be my front. So it's going to go right here. And what I usually don't do I usually glue on the back of here, but I'm going to glue here because I don't want to come down further than this line. So I'll leave an edge around. And then I'll put some glue there, and then I'll just add some in here just to hold it down really good. My glue, it is really running out. Poor little thing. So let's bring this back in, line it up to where we have even borders. Glue that down. I'm going to turn it over, make sure I didn't get any glue on the back. And then I'm going to come to this next panel, and then this is going to go here. Now what I'm going to do the same thing with the glue. I'm going to bring in my bottled glue because that is about out of ink over there. So I'm going to bring that in, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to line this up, but at the same time, I'm not going to really rub that down until I bring this over, and I want to make sure that I have them directly under each other. Needed to move this over just a little bit. Let's see if I got it. Still needs to come over a little bit. So let me do this. That looks a little better. And then I'm going to stamp that first. So we're going to set this to the side, okay? I'm going to bring in my stamp, and the happy birthday stamp I used was from Magnolia Mood right here. I just like the script of that birthday. Thought it would look nice on this card. So let's go ahead and use Pebbled Path ink. And we'll use the happy birthday stamp, and it's a rubber stamp. So let's just ink that up, turn it over. I always turn it over if it looks awful glossy on the whole stamp. I'm going to stamp towards the top so we'll have room to sign at the bottom. And there's our happy birthday. Looks nice, doesn't it? Kind of an old script, which I really, really like that. I think it's nice. Let's go ahead and glue this to our piece of DSP. And if you would like the PDF to my videos, you can go join my Facebook group, which is Stamp Crazy VIP. There's a file section in there, and all of my videos have a PDF to them that are free. Okay, let's go ahead and glue. I'm sorry. I thought I had my phone turned off, and I did not. So I'm going to glue this in, and again, I want to make sure that that is covered. And I also want to push that up a little bit and see if I can get that in under. There we go. So that looks good. I've got it in under this piece of DSP, so you don't see anything down here till you open it. But while we have our stamp pad open, let's take on the front of our card. I got a 2-inch circle that I punched just with a circle punch. You can, of course, use dies if you want, but I just found the circle punch being a little bit easier. Fit this stamp perfectly. And it says, so happy to celebrate you. And then I put happy birthday on the inside. And the so happy to celebrate you came out of the Layering Leaves stamp set. So I did use 2 stamp sets. I try not to do that, but when it comes to sentiment, sometimes I just have to. I love sentiments on my cards. I think they look naked without it. So we do that. I'm going to close my ink pad. We do not need it anymore. We are going to assemble now. So what I have here, and I already cut my die cuts to save time. I have my 2-inch circle punch. I have a gold piece out of the second largest of the Everyday Details. And if you don't have those, these are great. These are great dies because they punch the holes in that. And what I did when I did that is I cut a 3x3 piece of gold and cut that out, and then it gives me a frame, and I can use this frame on another card. So you're actually getting 2 pieces with that one cut. Now, the leaves in that I'm using, I used that got out of Thoughtful Wishes that has a lot of leaves. I did this big leaf with this little twig that looks like it has like little flower things at the top. So that's what I used. So let's put this together. Now with my big one here, I was going to just put this on here, but that looked kind of drab. I did not like it just with the pebbled path. So what I did is I cut a white one out, and I'm going to just layer them kind of next to each other like so as a shadow and put that on there, and then that really pops my pebbled path. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to add some glue to the back of this, and I don't have to glue it completely down, but I want to make sure I get my stems and that down. So I can just put that together. And then I'm going to take this white one and I'm just going to glue that right on top. So, and there again, there's not a lot of thick places to put this. So I'm just going to dot it in several areas, just to kind of hold down that center mainly, and that stem, because I want the stem held down because I'm going to be putting the sentiment over top of that. And I don't want it to be up a lot. So that's why I put most of the glue down at the bottom. I'm just going to glue that on. And while that's drying for a minute, I am going to take, if I can find it, I'm just going to lay a block on there. I'm going to take this, and it's the double leaves out of there. Isn't that a pretty leaf? I'm going to take this leaf, and I'm going to just add a tiny bit of glue to it also. Don't need much. I'm just mainly putting it at the ends, the top and the bottom. And then I'm going to bring it into here, and I'm going to lay it down in this corner and just adhere it down. Still gives me room to write, but gives a little dimension into the back of the card to match the front. While that's drying, let's go ahead and glue our 2 circles together. And I'm just going to swirl some glue on the back, and I want it to really hold on this foil. I used the gold foil for this, and I used the Nature Sweetness paper for this, which came over from last year's catalog, and I really like it. So I was really happy about that. For one thing, I already had it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue this here just at an angle. So I'm going to put a lot of glue back here on the white because I do want to make sure that this stays. And there's a lot of big area back here. So I can glue that down. So I've got my glue on there. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to put that down. And while that's drying, we'll put the block back over top of it just to hold it down there for a minute. I'm going to take this and I'm going to add some dimensionals to it. And I've already used all the dimensionals off of here, but I don't waste. Well, actually I have one right in this corner, so let's use this one, might as well. And then I will cut some pieces and we'll use those. So we'll put one right there and one over here. You get more bang for your buck when you cut all that apart and use it. So I'm going to take this, and I have my dimensionals on the back, and I'm just going to lay it over where those stems come together to hide that. I'm going to add that to my card. And then I'm going to take, they're called Blooming Pearls, and they come in Petal Pink, Garden Green, that's Pretty Peacock, Garden Green, and in Gold. And I am going to use the gold on my card. So let me get my Take Your Pick tool. And just put a couple of, well, I did more than a couple, I did like 5 on my card because I really like the gold on here. So I'm using both the big and the little. And since we have this pop dotted over here, you know, with the dimensionals, that gives this room to be a little bit taller. So I put 2 big ones and then I put a small one up there. And then that is our dimensionals on there. And voila, we have a card. So when you open it up like this, you've got your sentiment and everything. And this card will, it looks funny in the video, it will sit, but when you see it from the front, all you see is a card part. You don't see this laying back here. So it will sit up like that. You can also make this card landscape like this. Just turn your stuff around and have your card open this way. You can do this either way. Very easy card. Like I said, you can hop on over to my my Facebook group called Stamp Crazy VIP, and look in the files section. There's probably around 200 PDFs on all the cards that I've made on my videos over there. You can also go to my stamp business page, which is Stamp Crazy by Rita Holmes, named just the same as my YouTube channel, and there's videos in that on there too. And you're more than welcome to follow the business page and join the group. And that's where I post a lot, is in my groups. So not a lot, but I do all my make sure my videos are there, that they can be seen and stuff like that. So I will be coming back here live. I'm really going to pick a date that will work for me to do this all the time and get it more consistent on here. But for right now, because I think I'm going to give up StreamYard and do them this way, I will just let you know how that goes, okay? So I am going to get ready to end this video. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section. I try to get to those and respond back to you. So anyway, I hope you come, and I hope you see it, and I hope you like it. And until the next time, may God bless you and have a great day. Bye.